Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to implement few framework concepts into the so far created project, okay, where we have already automated the test related to the register functionality and also the login functionality. Before we go and start automating the test related to the logout functionality, let's implement some framework concepts. Okay, after the register functionality also, after automating the test case of register functionality also, we implemented few framework concepts. Now after, since we have already completed this login functional test cases, now also I'm going to implement few more framework concepts into this project. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go to this project. So what's the next thing that I want to implement here is I want to implement POI API guys, okay, to read the data from the Excel files. Okay, wherever I'm reading the data, wherever I'm passing multiple sets of the data to the same test method, here I'm passing the multiple sets of the data from the data provider annotated method, right? So instead of hard coding this data here, we are going to read this data or get this data from the Excel files. Okay. For that, the first thing is that in your machine, Excel, Microsoft Office related software should be already there. Okay. Next thing is that under SRC test resources, you can you can provide the Excel sheet and all those stuff. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me go to any location in my machine. Let me go to any location in my machine. Just give me a second. So here, let's say here I'll go and create a new Excel file. I'll just name this Excel file as tutorials ninja or some application name, whatever I'm working on. I'm just giving that. Open that Excel file. Once I open the Excel file will open like this. And here I'll write rename data. I'll say, okay, data. Rename data, and here I'll give different names. Okay, here the test name is what? Here we are automating this password supplier, right? I'm going to supply multiple sets of passwords to this test in the test method, and there's a register account functionality basically. Register test supply password passwords. Okay, supply passwords like this. Some name I'll give, and just I'll just give like this, and okay, like this I'll give. Okay, under this, what is the data I'm passing? Multiple sets of passwords. I'll give the column name, that is passwords. Passwords I'll say. Under the passwords, I'll give different sets of password I want to pass. One is 12345. Okay. One set of password is 12345. Let me give 12345 here. 12345. Second one is this one. Copy this part. Paste it here. The second one. Or left a line otherwise. Okay. This is the data here. I'll write like this. Okay. Then third one is this one. Third set of data is this one. Fourth set of data I'm copying from here and pasting it here. Then fifth set of data I'm copying from here and pasting it here. So write these lines. Okay. This for passwords. Okay. First we'll work with the passwords. Later we'll update this test case document with the remaining stuff. Okay. Save this and do one thing. Close this part. Go to the location where I created this. Control X. And here I'll say Control V under the resources. Okay. From here, it need to get removed and Control V here. It's there available here now. So from this Excel file, I want to read these passwords and pass into the data provider method. So for reading the data from the Excel files, we need to go with POI API library. Okay. We need to go with the POI API library. So go to the pom.xml file, add some libraries guys. Okay. Now add some libraries. So what are the libraries I'm going to add? If you want to have a reference, right? I'll just go to this, you can also have this as a reference, guys. Okay, GitHub Arun Motori. I'll search, and in the search results, I'll get this link where I have previous project because I cannot remember everything, right? I'll go and find out something that I have already done some work and I reuse the work there. Okay, So batch 3, framework 1, uh, Cooper BDD, hybrid framework. This is another one. Okay. Framework, GitHub frameworks demo repository. Okay, let's see whether this is the one or not. Just go here, SRC, main Java utils, my XLS reader, and all the things are there here. I'll go for my XLS reader here and see what is the thing I want here basically. I want to go to the pom.xml file otherwise. Okay, I want to go to the pom.xml file here. Go to the pom.xml file and find out what are the libraries we have added for the POI API. I added the libraries of POI, PIOXML, PIOXML schemas, and these are the three things that I added. You see, POI, PIOXML, and PIOXML schemas. Three things we should add. Go to the MVN repository here. Go to the MVN repository and search for POI. Search for POI here. And when you get the POI here, you see, first one is POI, other one is POI OXML, and other one is POI OXML schemas. Okay. If I open this first one, the latest version is 5.3.0. If I open this POI OXML, here also 5.3.0 is there. But if I open the POI OXML schemas, here only 4.1.2 is there. Out of all the three, the latest common version will be 4.1.2. So I'll take the 4.1.2 because even though 5.3.0 is there, but in OXML schemas, we don't have 5.3.0. So I'm just sticking to this. Copy this and go to the dependencies section in the pom.xml file and paste those things. Okay, just paste it here. Once you paste there, control shift, otherwise press tab key here, click on save all. Okay, tab. Okay, like this, click on save all. And once that is done, add the this is spy oxml schemas, spy oxml schemas. The next one is we need to add the dependency tags of just go back, add the dependency. PyOXML schemas is done. PyOXML. In that also you have to, even though latest version is there, but we have to take the latest common version. Okay, of all the POIs, we should have the same version. So that's the reason we have to compromise here with the older version. Copy this, come back here and paste it here. Once you paste there, press the tab key and save all. Once you save all, again go back, and here POI. In that also, even though we have the latest version, but in POI or XML schemas 4.1.2 was the only latest version it has. So we have to take a common version of all these three POI related libraries. Save that and just paste that and organize and save all. Okay. So we have added the POI API library to this particular project as part of the framework implementation and all. Okay. Once this part is done, what is the next thing that we have to do is we don't have to do any hard work. Someone has already done a hard work for us and created some methods for us. Okay, so we'll go here to this GitHub repo, and here I'll go to the my XLS reader. I'll not take everything. I'll just take whatever I need here. Here my XLS reader is there, and it has a my XLS reader and get row count. Some methods are there here. You see here few methods are there like public. Okay, so XLS reader and all those stuff. Some methods are there and some constructor is there and all those stuff. Do we need everything or not? We have to see. Yeah, let's copy this my XLS reader. Let's download this file. Download this Java file here. Desktop and save this. Okay. Since we already have the added the library, right? Since we already had added the library, this extra Java file we need to copy from here. This file we just downloaded, right? Copy that. Copy that file. Copy that file and paste into the utils. Okay. Paste under the utils. Go there and see if you have any. Okay. It's there on the utils. Okay, it's utils. It's not util, it's utils package. Okay, save this. That part is done. Any other errors? No other errors are there. Everything is going well. Okay. So here, you see, someone has already created this particular file for you. You don't have to do the hard work. You can copy paste this. Okay. You don't have to do a lot of hard work. You just copy paste this MyXLS reader file. And in this, some methods constructor is there. When you create an object for the MyXLS reader, the path of the Excel file you have to pass, and the MyXLS reader will read the data from the Excel file, and it not only read the data from the Excel file, it has different. If you want to get the row count, you can call this method. Okay, if you want to get the cell data, you can call this method. If you want to get cell data in a different way, with the help of sheet name, column number, and row number. Okay, here sheet name, column number, row number. Other ways, different ways of getting the things. Okay, column name and row number here. Sheet name, column name, row number here. Sheet name, column number, not column name, column number. That is the difference. And then we have sheet name, column name, row number, data like that. And we have sheet name, column name, row number, data, URL. Then we have the sheet name. Then we have the sheet name. Okay, so different things are there here. Okay, so different things we can do: remove sheet, add sheet. We may not be using all these methods. We may not be using all these methods of the MyXLS reader. Whatever we want, we'll use it. But if someone has already created this particular thing, we'll just copy paste that, and based on our requirement, we'll use something. Okay, now on the top of this MyXLS reader, other file also exists, guys. Okay, other files also exist. If you see here, there is a file known as datautil.java file. Okay, so here you don't have to create a separate datautil.java file. Here what you can do is, what there are two methods, there are some methods. Is runnable method is there. I don't need is runnable now. I don't want this method. I just want this method only. Okay, at the rate data provider name as data provider. Okay, throws exception, something 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 is there. I'll just copy all this stuff. I'll copy this method, guys. I'll copy this method here. I'll copy this method. Whenever I want to get a data, right, I need to pass the XLS file, and I have to pass the name of the test and sheet name. That's it. Okay. Three items I need to pass. This will get the data and return that in the two-dimensional object array, where each and every element of the two-dimensional object array is a hash map. Okay. Is a hash map. Copy this code. I'll copy the code and go to the common utils and paste that method here. So here I'll just see here I can import this from TestNG library, and I don't know whether I need this particular data provider method or not. I don't need this data provider notation. Remove the data provider notation. Just it is static method. Okay. Don't need the no need to provide the data provider notation. Get test data. You need to pass the Excel name and test name and sheet name. Okay. Three items we have to pass. Then it will return you the data. Here hash map is there. Import this hash map from java.util. Here, each and every element of the two-dimensional object array is a hash map containing key value pairs. Okay, fine. So this is what some method is there. So I'll show you how to utilize this method. Okay, I'll show you how to use this method. Okay, I'll show you how to use this method. Fine. So Control Shift O, Control Shift F, save all. Warning message is not gone. Where is the warning message? Here is the warning. J is not used somewhere else. Okay, that's okay. J is equal to 0. Column is equal to 1, something 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 is there. We don't know why it's not being used. That's okay, keep it, not a problem. Fine, then go to the register.java, and here instead of hard coding the data here, already you have posted the data into the Excel file here already. Okay, what's next is just go back here and see what exactly is there in the MyXLS reader. uh, String cell type is equal to string, then gets cell value is there. Any other way is there? Only this method is there. So get cell data is being used here. The common utils in that method that I copy pasted. Is it using get test data? Is using that method anywhere. Get cell data is being used. Get cell data is being used, and okay. Get cell data is being used, and when it is using that here, if else if cell type is numeric or cell type is formula, then follow this approach it's saying. Cell date formatted cell. Okay, I don't know what will happen here. Blank. Okay, different cell types are also there, but let's see whether the numeric will work or not. If cell dot get cell type dot string, then string cell data, it's you don't have to understand this. I'm just trying if anything else is required here. I'm just checking. But if it is numeric or if it is formula, then get cell data. If it is date kind of stuff, then other process. Otherwise, it will get the proper data only, guys. Either numeric or string, it's both will be verified here. So my doubt got cleared. J is equal to 0 column. Okay, we are not using that, but it's okay. The warning message will be removed. We are just suppressing the warning message because we don't have another way to suppress. Okay, fine, that's okay. You'll not get this warning icon there. That's okay. Now I need to read this data. Instead of getting this data, I need to read the data from the Excel file, which is there here. Under the resources folder, I have put the Excel file, XLSX file that I need to read the data from. To read the data from the Excel files, we have to use common utils dot. We have to call this method, that is get test data method. Okay, I don't have to do anything. It will create the object and all those stuff. Okay, I just need to call this method, get test data method. I need to call. Okay, and pass it to the two-dimensional object array here. Pass it to the two-dimensional object array here. So here simply I need to write down common 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 utils dot get test data method, and here I need to pass the XLS file. Okay, the path of the XLS file I need to provide that. Okay, so here if you see here, what is my XLS reader, and here I need to provide the object reference of the my XLS reader. So I need to create an object reference for the my XLS reader now. So here my XLS reader, this file. Okay, I need to create the object for that reader. My XLS reader is equal to new my XLS reader. Over the mouse, import it. And to the constructor, I cannot keep the constructor empty, guys. I need to pass the file path, entire file path of the XLSX file I need to pass here. To pass the entire file path here, what I will do in the register.java, what I will do to pass the entire XLSX file, then I'll copy this part and make it global. Or even better thing is that I can take it to the base class here, go to the base and paste that and make it public here so that I don't have to declare in the child classes. Save this, put a semicolon, save this, import this. Now you don't have to create that in the register.java anywhere, and wherever you are using that, just go there. Here, I don't have to create the object here, simply my XLS reader, and here I need to pass the path of the file, system dot get property user.dir 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 plus double backward slash and src test resources, src test resources. Under the resources, you have the file name, that is tutorials ninja dot xlsx file. Okay, dot xlsx file. This is what I need to write. Now here you are getting it's asking you to surround with try catch block here. Here also it's asking you to surround with try catch blocks. Go to the my XLS reader and see throws IO exception is there. That's why it's asking you. If you go to the common utils and see what about this method, throws exception is also there here. If I don't write this, what will happen? Let's see. If I don't say throws exception here, where the error is coming, any error is coming anywhere? No error is coming anywhere. Now I go here. Okay. Now this part is not giving you any error, but my XLS reader is giving you the error. So go to the my XLS reader and see if you can mitigate this error here itself. So if I remove this part, where exactly we are getting that exception, let's see. Anywhere I'm getting the exception. Yeah, FIS dot close. Surround with try catch block. That's it. Okay. Now you don't have to worry much. Any exceptions are there, they will be handled by the respective methods only. I just have to go to UC. Now you don't have to handle that with try catch block here. It got handled here itself. Okay. Fine. Then next one. So this my XLS reader, I need to pass here. And here, get test data. First thing is XLS reader. Second one is a test name. What is the test name here? The test name is, in the Excel file, you have the test name, guys. Right click, open with system editor. In your machine, it should open. Here test name is this one, register test supply passwords is a test name. Just give the test name there here. And here the last one is sheet name we have to give. What is the sheet name here? The sheet name is data sheet. Okay. Just give the name of the sheet as data sheet. Here data. Sheet name is data. Test name is register test supply passwords is a test name. Okay. It may not be test name, it can be anything, guys. Okay. It can be section name or test name. Okay. Just giving like that. Save this. And it will return you the data, but in each and every element of this two-dimensional object array. Okay. Two-dimensional object array is an array of single dimensional arrays, where each and every single dimensional array is containing only one element, that is hash map you are getting. Okay. So if you are returning the data, the hash map is getting written here. Okay. So when you are using this particular common utils method, it's not returning you that one. It is returning you the hash map. Okay. So here I'll write hash map, h map, import this hash map. Warning message is coming here. Here, what type of data you are getting here? In the form of hash map. Let's go to the common utils and see. String key value is also key. String comma string we have to give. Okay. String comma string we have to give. String comma string. I'll say string comma string. Okay. That's it. Now hash map dot. Whenever you want to enter something here, if you want to enter the password text, guys. Multiple sets of passwords you want to enter. Enter the enter password and password confirm field. To do that, hmap dot what was that? Get off key. What is the key name that I have to give here? What is the key name I have to give? The key name is passwords key. Okay. The key name is password. The value will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the first iteration. Value will be like this. Okay. And here hmap dot get off passwords. Like this I have to give. And see whether I'll run this particular test and see whether the data is being read. Instead of hard coding the data, are we able to read the data from the Excel file or not, and the test is working fine or not? Let's see. For all the multiple sets of the data, the test need to run. Let's see what will happen here, if it is working fine or not. Whatever the, yeah, it looks like it's working fine, guys. Okay. The test will fail though. The test will fail though because the passwords are not following the password complexity standards. But we were able to implement this framework concepts in our project. Okay. To read the data, such kind of data required for the data driven testing in our project. We are reading such kind of multiple sets of data required for the TestNG test methods to run from the Excel file in this case. Okay. So there are 5 sets of data. For each and every set, the test need to run. Okay. And all the data is being read from the Excel file in this case. So if it works fine, then we are good to go, guys. We can also do the same stuff for remaining things also. Okay. It's how simple that is. We don't have to just add the library, copy paste the code that is being written by someone, as if I mentioned. You see, with password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it got failed. With A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I also it failed. All these things it failed, guys. Okay. With all these things it got failed. That's okay. Now similarly, go to the register.java and see if any other data driven tests are available anywhere. So this one is completed, guys. This one is completed. This part is completed. Then next one is any other data driven tests are there. Let's go and find it out in this particular register file. I'm scrolling down to find out any data driven tests are there anywhere. Yeah, I think that's the only data driven test we have, it seems. We don't have any other data driven. test in this particular file. It's checking again. If I'm missing or so, I'm just checking again. There's only one, we have that. What about in login.java? Do we have any data-driven tests anywhere? One, two, three, four. Data provider annotated methods are there. You just have to find them out. If they are there, read such kind of data from the Excel files. That's the only thing that we have to do, guys. Okay. Nowhere I can see any data provider. Okay. Data provider. Only one thing is there that we already have done. Okay. So with this, we have implemented the POI API in our project as part of the framework concepts. We have implemented the POI API library here, and we are able to read the data from the Excel files. Okay. If any data driven tests are there, okay, we'll store the data into the Excel file and read such kind of data instead of hard coding the data in our automation scripts. Okay. Only one file is there that we have achieved it. Okay, fine. So guys, that's all for this session. In this session, I have demonstrated this part. Okay. The next session, we are going to implement few more framework concepts, guys. Okay. In the next session, we are going to implement few more framework concepts like listeners and extend reports. Such kind of stuff is still left out. We are going to implement them in the next session. Okay. Before we start automating the logout related tests, we'll do that. Okay. We'll do that. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.